Berserk has been done dirty on multiple occasions in the past. We got the old Berserk, which has slideshow-ass animation, the Berserk movies, a better overall product, although I can only say that for the first movie since I haven't watched the other ones, and Berserk 2016. Enough said. And I find it embarrassing that Studio Eclypse, a fan-made studio, had to step up and run the gauntlet that is this manga before the actual industry attempted it again. The time between the last Berserk movie and 2016 was 3 years. It's been 6 years since season 2 of 2016, and there is no season 3 in sight, which to me implies that the industry just kind of gave up on adapting it. But let's move on to the actual fan adaptation. First of all, every link I could find is in the description. Please support this fucking project, bro. I, along with the entire Berserk fandom, wants to see this shit come to fruition. So, links in the description. The teaser is joined with this unsettling, insidious ass track that just seeps into your ears. The behelit is seen squirming a bit, like its eyes are trying to open up, and goddamn, I forgot how fucking creepy that shit looks. We get a still frame of Casca, not a lot to say here, but then the music cuts, and we see Guts smoothly decapitating a random knight. It's a good scene. You can feel the impact from Guts' devastating slash. Now, that was literally just like a paragraph of describing the teaser. It didn't give us a lot to go off of. So I want to list off some things that Studio Eclypse, in my opinion, needs to get right. Firstly, the major one on literally everyone's mind, the animation. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't need to be ufotable level for every scene. As long as there's no CGI or at least 2016 levels of terribleness, and nice little pockets of flashiness for the big fights, we cool. And even then, I think that's asking a lot for a fan-made studio, a studio with a budget that probably dwarfs in comparison to an actual anime studio. They probably can't hire a dumb amount of animators on a project, but that's fine because they got animators like this. But the concern I have about the animation is how they're going to translate Mira's art. We all know the art of Berserk is like capturing lightning in a page. The amount of detail is astounding and impossible to replicate. They cannot animate Berserk with every single brushstroke in mind. It's literally impossible. But at the same time, the quality of the art plays a big part in what makes Berserk so damn good. They need to pace themselves and not burn themselves out trying to overachieve while still capturing the soul that is Mira's art. Another thing they have to nail is the pacing. Within anime, there's always this clear-cut seesaw, balancing the showy, grandiose scenes and the quieter, character-centric moments. Usually, you have to budget the runtime of the show and choose one over the other. I think Fullmetal Alchemist strikes the perfect middle ground between its amazing fights and characters. Something like Demon Slayer, on the other hand, is definitely action-focused, not character-focused. Let's be honest, the characters are not all that great, and if the anime spent precious time on trying to build up characters that simply do not have enough substance to be built up, instead of selling its main product of entertaining fights, it would be kind of shit, and that is fine. You don't need to strike that balance. Demon Slayer is still a great anime. But in Berserk's case, even though I think the series as a whole is a character piece, I need it to be action focused, to be honest. The Black Swordsman arc in particular puts a lot of emphasis on the action, on the gory fight scenes and bombastic moves. It's actually a key element in its storytelling. Because of the lack of context within this arc, you really just gotta feel these characters, specifically Guts and his rage. And that is done through his fiery and violent fights. And so a quality adaptation kinda needs to adapt that hype faithfully. And honestly, that's really all my specific concerns about the adaptation. Let me know your thoughts and expectations about this project down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.